Hey everybody, I'm Trevor.
I'm Vincent.
We are the Anthony and Todd Show, and today we're going to be taking a look at the latest Future and Juice WRLD collaboration. Future and Juice WRLD present World on Drugs. Future, that's a horrible name. Like
that just sounds like this is a documentary about like drugs in Atlanta.
Spike Lee presents World on Drugs. It's just
like they're gonna take us to the gritty underground of drug dealing. It's like some Nat Geo documentary.
This is a Viceland documentary.
They're gonna cook for us.
Future's an Atlanta rapper formerly involved with the Dungeon Family. Kind of took off around 2015 with projects like DS2 and his collab with Drake, What a Time to Be Alive, which actually took... DS2 took artwork straight from a chemistry textbook.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, it took like a Getty Images, like stock photo from a chemistry textbook and slapped it on there. That was the end. And of course, this all led to the pinnacle of his career with the track Mask Off. Bless up Future for making Mask Off. Do not bless up Future for putting out 2 albums last year within a week of each other, and neither of them were good. Juice WRLD is an American emo rapper, part of this new trendy genre of emo rap, consisting of artists like Lil Uzi Vert, XXXTentacion, Trippie Redd, Lil Peep, Young Lean, Young Gravy. I'm kidding. Young Gravy's I know. His track Lucid Dreams has been all over the airwaves, and streaming numbers this year have just been off the charts. So it's kind of cool to finally cover one of his projects on the channel. I still see his shadows in my room.
Can you please, Juice WRLD, come back to my house and get your shadow out of my motherfucking room?
Can you please collect your shadow? It's all over the place.
Can you please get P&B Rock out of my room, please?
I still see P&B Rock in my room. Can't give back the love that I gave you. Anyway, Future and Juice WRLD's collab out of nowhere is World on Drugs. Actually, it's actually called Future and Juice WRLD present World on Drugs.
The Viceland documentary.
And it consists of 16 tracks and is 49 minutes long. If you ask me, that's way too long for anything Future can ever make. The perfect Future length is the length of Mask Off.
Oh, okay. Big Real, this is nothing. I feel like I am on drugs when I'm listening to this, because I felt like how I was last night at the Halloween party where I drank too much and ate too many hot dogs and then threw up in Allison's bathroom. I forget where I am, and I've consumed too much meat, and I want to go home. That is this record for me.
Okay, I guess that makes sense.
Because Future and Juice WRLD have negative chemistry. That picture of Dirty Sprite 2 from the chemistry textbook, they need to give that to me. But they don't have any chemistry on this. They don't have any negative. Like Juice WRLD, I don't even know why he's collaborating with an Atlanta rapper. I don't understand. Doesn't make any sense. Let alone Future, who doesn't have chemistry with anyone, surprisingly, but Lil Wayne went on the track Oxy, which is...
Well, it makes sense. It's not surprising.
Because they're both, like, raspy figures.
They're both addicted to codeine cough syrup.
But, like, I don't understand why this record exists in the first place. This is, like, they made... Like, the only reason I think this record exists is because I saw Gunna and Lil Baby's record, and they were like, yeah, we can do that.
I sometimes forget that Gunna and Lil Baby even work together, because they just created... It was like 2 of the people that I hated hearing the most, and then they just started working together. I think it's the same thing with Juice WRLD and Future, because I seriously think that Future is at this time where he's not putting out anything that's outside of his wheelhouse. In all honesty, the only Future things that I've liked in the past, I take that back. What a Time to Be Alive was like okay.
Yeah.
But the only Future things I've genuinely enjoyed is honestly Mask Off, and then his feature on King's Dead, which is just hilarious. And I think it's like really funny and characteristic, and he's just being goofy, and that works out for him. But everything else, I just think he takes himself way too seriously on. That's like why his self-titled from last year and Hendrix didn't do super well, is because I think he was just too inside of his wheelhouse, and he was making music that wasn't compelling whatsoever, had nothing unique about it. And he put all of his like unique goofy traits into just those two specific things that I mentioned.
Yeah.
Juice WRLD, on the other hand, I think has a future ahead of him. Not in this.
Yeah, definitely not in
future
not
might
in this.
be physically ahead of him, but Juice WRLD, I think, is creating music that is trendier, that's going along with like these Uzi Vert types, these Trippie Redd types, and people are actually enjoying like his track "Lucid Dreams." Like I actually think is really catchy, and it might be like overplayed. It might be played. Obviously, like you hear it in every single store, every single radio station. It's on every popular playlist on Spotify or Apple Music or whatever. But it's good. It's an actually like catchy, fun track that falls into like these camps of people like XXX and Trippie Redd and Lil Peep. And he's making the kind of music that people want to hear. His collab with Yachty on Nothing to Prove, I thought was really fun and compelling. But collaborating with somebody like Future, who I don't think has anything like in store for him, I think it's just kind of pointless. Like they don't make similar music. They're not creating any sort of chemistry on here. There's really not like a single standout track that I can be like, wow, like that was a good moment. If only there was more stuff like that.
Yeah, there's
really not.
Literally, I don't think Juice WRLD actually provides anything on this, and I don't think that's a
I don't think
problem.
it's a Juice WRLD fault.
Yeah, I think it's a Future fault, because I think this project, Juice WRLD's like, hey, okay, so I got these beats, and I got them for these producers, and hey, do you want to like collaborate on them, and like you can do like some verses that are similar to King's Dead, and maybe something like Mask Off, and Future was like, no.
I'm gonna do something that is.
You remember Hendrix? Juice WRLD was like, Juice WRLD was like, no, I don't think anyone remembers Hendrix. He's like, I'm gonna do that because I can do that in about a week, maybe 2 days max.
And I mean that's basically what happened. I felt like this whole record was very catered to Future, and nothing really was for Juice WRLD. And I think if it was for Juice WRLD to like just get his name out there and work with other people, I think that it's a little more respectable. But I think it's also pointless.
So literally the only person that comes out ahead is Juice WRLD, but he doesn't have any good performances on here.
No, because I think that the whole thing was just catered for Future. Yeah. And I think definitely a mistake for like Juice WRLD to work with Future, because it ended up being a completely like fruitless collaboration. Really, nothing came out of it that was even remotely interesting.
The only good thing, there's one good track that I actually thoroughly enjoy, and it's Oxy with Lil Wayne, where Future replicates windshield wipers, and then Lil Wayne comes on from his Carter 5 hype, sounds a little bit leaned up, but not really, and he goes a little bit at it, and then Future comes in. I like that track, but Juice WRLD's not on it, and it's not doing anything groundbreaking, but I had fun with it. Everything else sucks. This is probably one of the worst records of the year because it's just non-existent, and I had too many hot dogs and I want to throw up and go home. So Future, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna throw up in your bathtub. I'm very sorry. I will wash it out tomorrow. Probably not. I still left. Throw up in your bathtub. But yeah, this is bad. This is bad out of 10. Did not enjoy it. One of the most non-existent records I've heard all year, and the only person that comes out ahead is someone who has the worst performances on it. So,
I mean, advice for Juice WRLD is like work with some of these people that are in your genre,
or work with people
well, if we got a Juice WRLD Trippie Redd record,
that would be the shit.
That would be amazing.
If we got a Juice WRLD Ski Mask the Slump God record, that would bump for days, because Juice WRLD would do the hooks, and then Ski Mask would hit you with the spiggity weddy blah. That's literally what I invented a new language and goes like That's basically what Ski Mask would do. But like I think anything that's not this is an improvement, and it's hard to replicate this unless he makes another project with Juice WRLD, unless he makes another documentary with Juice WRLD. It's hard to like be worse than this. So that's all I got to say. If you want us to talk more about music, we have a weekly podcast called Anthony Todd Show, which is the best of the show every week in audio form. And we're on Apple Music and Spotify. Links down below in the description. But if you want to watch more reviews, I'm going to put a Trippie Redd review on screen right now. So if you want to check that out, you can. But until next time, guys, I've been Vincent.
I'm Trevor.
See you, boys.
Bye, everybody.